Ian, right here, brother.
How are you, sir? You good?
What's going on, man?
Good, bro.
When you first got the name Daniel Rodriguez, what were the first thoughts that went through your mind?
I got what I wanted. I asked for the fight. I made it happen. And here we are.
So, Daniel Rodriguez, obviously an experienced guy, loves to stand and trade.
Mm-hmm.
You think your game? You think
see the smile on my face? Yeah, you know it's coming, right? You know where it's going.
Of course.
It's going to be fucking bad. I believe I'm far too fast, far too technical, and have far more tools in my bag than he does. He's got a decent jab that lands quite well, but he overreaches on his left hand a lot. He's getting older. He's not as powerful. He hasn't got that same pop as he used to have his last 3 fights. He's been talking about, he's not felt power like mine. It's like, how'd that power do in your last 3 fights? When, you went to decision twice and then lost by submission. So clearly everyone's been able to deal with that power. And this is the fall of Daniel Rodriguez. When you lose the way you're going to lose to me, you don't come back from that. I'm going to piece him up in every which way and make him hate that he was there.
Do you feel like he's overlooking you a little bit?
I don't care if he's overlooking me. I don't think about what he's doing. All I know is that I'm going to absolutely fucking smoke him, and there's nothing that he can do about it.
And do you feel like this fight is going to steal the show? Like, obviously, we got a great main event.
We've got 2 fucking heavyweights that are in the main event. It's hard to take the smoke off a heavyweight. It takes 1 shot, and the guy looks like he's been shot, like he's dead. It's hard to take that smoke. Like when Francis Ngannou fights, everybody's talking about that 1 shot that he landed. Like it's just like, it's ridiculous. But I will do everything in my power to try and steal the show. And yeah, I believe that everyone will be talking about the fact that I have earned the top 15 ranking in the world. And that's what I'm excited for. This is me earning and achieving such a big achievement in my life, which is being ranked number 15 in the world. I like that it's 15. I like that it's the lowest one because it excites me because there's 15 other guys ahead of me because they don't count the champion as number 1. They count him as the champ. So yeah, it's exciting. I have a whole road ahead of me to success and to that world title. So this is the start of the next journey.
And you've never lacked any confidence. Like, what would you say to the Ian Garry naysayers up to this point?
The same thing I've been saying every fight. I'm just going to prove me right. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care what your opinion is, whether you love me, whether you hate me. I couldn't give a fiddler's fuck. As long as I step in that octagon and I beat whoever has stood across from me, that is my only job. That's it.
And have you crossed paths with D-Rod this week yet?
No, I haven't seen him yet. I'm excited to.
You think it'll be cordial?
I don't know. That depends on what he wants to do. If he wants to talk shit, if he wants to get into it, I'm more than game. I have no problem doing that. If he wants to be respectful, I'm always respectful. I'm always respectful until somebody isn't. And then it doesn't change. Then you get what's called the lip. You get that Irish lip of it. We just do not stop.
Awesome. Thanks, brother.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Hi, Ian. Over here.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Awesome.
I'm just...
Fight week. You get to get back in and have some fun. I love everything about these weeks.
What's your favorite part of fight week? Probably
the excitement.
Outside of talking to us, of course.
Exactly. Well, I like to talk a lot, so that is part of it. The excitement, the anticipation, the build-up. I love it. Most people kind of shy away from it and crumble from it, but I absolutely I run with it. Like I run on it. It excites me. It gets me hyped for the fight. Most people think it's stressful. It's a lot. They kind of go, I feel so tired. I'm like, I feel fucking great. This is awesome. I get to sit and tell you guys how I'm going to beat someone up. Then I get to go in and do it on Saturday night and go, told you I was right. I did exactly what I said I was going to do.
And you say that, that D-Rod was somebody you wanted. That was the fight you wanted. Why was he the name that you had in front of you?
Because he was one of those guys that was on the cusp of being ranked and had been ranked. And I wanted an opponent to put me in that. I believe that there's 3 brackets in every kind of UFC division. There is the top 15. Then there is the guys that are battling to be a contender. You could add however many fighters in each division. There's that group. And then there's kind of newbies and guys who are falling off the end of their career. So you've got the new guys coming in, the guys who are coming out, you've got the guys who are battling to get into that title, that kind of top 15, and then you've got the top 15. And I believed after my last opponent, well, the way I beat him and the style that I did it with, I wanted someone that's going to put me right on the cusp of that ranking, or now officially being ranked. Because when I knock out number 15, you take number 15. So I'm excited. And nobody in the world has ever been ranked off a loss except Daniel Rodriguez. So the only reason he's been given that rank is so that when I knock his ass out, I'm number 15 in the world.
And you said that you want to make him regret fighting you, or you're going to make him pay, or
not make him pay. Make him regret he ever signed the contract. I take it personally when someone signs a contract, because you've talked to your team, you've thought about it, you've had a conversation with people about, you can definitely fucking beat him. Like, you can go in there and do that. You can do, like, maybe. And they start to convince themselves of these things that he could do to beat me. So the moment that someone signs the dotted line and agrees to fight me, I'm like, he thinks he can beat me. He's deluded. Now it's my job to go in there and show him that he can't. To show him that when he signed that contract, you fucked up. So that's the emotion, that's the feeling. It's to go in there and prove to him that he was wrong and that I was right.
What would be better then, with that in mind, a quick knockout, highlight reel, or a fight of the night, 3-round, beat him up the whole time?
It depends. So, in all honesty, a late second, late third round finish, because if it's a quick knockout, to your point, if it's a quick knockout, then you have, I just got caught. Where if I'm beating you for 14 minutes and I knock you out in the 14th minute, it's like, what did you do for the other 14 minutes when I whooped your ass? It's like, I gave you a chance. So that, to your point, that I don't believe that Danny lasts longer than 8-9 minutes. I think I'm going to get him out of there by the end of the second round. And I believe that is just based on cardio and speed. I am just going to have too much to offer, and I'm going to be too quick for him, and he's going to get lost and fumble in the speed. He's going to start to make errors, overreach, make wrong steps, because he's going to get desperate, and when he gets desperate, I'm going to take advantage of that.
Would it be difficult for you to fight a friend or a teammate?
People keep asking me this. I train at one of the biggest gyms in the world, one of the super gyms. I'm friends with the current welterweight champion of the world. So you've got Leon, Gilbert, Shavkat, Vicente Luque, I would all consider close friends and people I have a good relationship with. There is 9, 10, 11 other guys in the top 15 that I can fight to get the same effect, to elevate my game. I don't need to be fighting a friend unless it's absolutely critical. For example, Usman and Gilbert Burns. I don't need to fight someone who's in that top 15 unless, for example, right now, I was the number 1 contender and Leon had the belt. And it's, all right, give Leon a call, go, here, Leon, they've offered me you. What do you want to do? Do we want to take the fight or do we want to move it? Like, that's a conversation you'd have to have as friends, as someone you have a relationship with, not ruin that by just signing something. And I would always take that approach. But I fought a friend of mine in Jack Grant for my world title in Cage Warriors, and we both agreed to it. We both had the same conversation. We both agreed to the tournament. We both won. And we said, let's go have some fucking fun. Like, may the best man win. That's it. You want something that I want. You have it. I have it. Let's go. So yeah, of course it'd be tough to fight a friend, but at the end of the day, it's not about the person. It's about the goal. I want to be one of the best to ever do it, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
What's your opinion then on what Merab and Aljamain are doing, where they're refusing to fight each other?
I respect it. Again, that runs a lot deeper, I think, because they have a smaller core team, and those guys are so close. So I believe Merab and Aljo are doing the right thing as friends. Like, I can understand it's tough for Merab because he wants to be the champion. But if he keeps winning fights and he keeps doing what he's doing, and Aljo keeps winning fights, I believe they have to sit down and go, dude, we can make a rake of money here. And guess what? We punch the mouth off each other in the gym every single day to help elevate each other. Let's go in there, and they might make a gentleman's agreement. Let's just go in and have some fucking fun. Neither of us are going to go too hard, but let's go in there and see who wins the spar type of vibe. Because at the end of the day, it is still a sport, and one guy has to be the champion and the other guy has to lose. You have to have one winner, one loser, and I suppose it's a case of those two guys as friends don't want that at all. So unless it becomes absolutely critical to the division, I think they should swerve each other until that point, because it's not necessary. Especially if you know each other's friends, families, like everything like that. It can change people. And if they really value each other's relationship and friendship, then why risk it?
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Eurovision is on at the same time. It's one of the winningest countries in Eurovision. What do you reckon the chances are of
Yeah, they are.
going 2 for 2 on Saturday?
Jesus, every time I think of the Eurovision, I think of Dustin the Turkey from Ireland when they put a turkey in. Oh my goodness. If anyone doesn't know who Dustin the Turkey is, go look up Dustin the Turkey Eurovision, and it was a mockery, but it's hilarious. Yeah, Ireland is one of the most winningest at the Eurovision, and I think that's because there's a lot of culture that goes into our music, and I believe that Irish people have a very special charm, a very special aura about us as a country, as people, and I believe that translates into the music. It's passionate. So I feel like if we're in the competition, we always have a chance. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. The next time we talk, I will officially be the 15th best fighter in my division.